What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
What's up, you fucking pieces of shit? Yeah. I love.
Oh man.
Hey, yo. We got videos now.
We got videos.
And so what I did was I was looking at Caleb, and then I whipped my head around to introduce the show. What's up, you motherfuckers?
I hope. Can we get it to zoom in with flames around your face? That's what I picture.
When we get to 1,000 subscribers of the show,
And that'll be soon.
we're gonna buy a drone, and that's that's how we're gonna record episodes of the show.
If we can get a poster of us with that says "We bought a drone,"
Oh,
and it's
hell
like
yeah.
the "We bought a zoo" poster, but like you're
But
Matt
Matt Damon has a
and
mustache.
I'm like a little monkey in your lap. That'd be fun.
We made a movie. It's called We Bought a Caleb.
We bought a Caleb. Someone buy me.
Caleb for sale.
But people-
Also, there's some dog shit near here.
There is some dog shit. We are in a park.
I think it might be on me, but that's just
I don't
my
think it's
low
on you,
self-esteem.
But I did see a dog earlier. I'm pretty sure it's shit. And, you know, we're in the elements. We got, there's some guys working on a car over there. I think someone was weed eating. Birds tweeting. There's children playing over there. We got the whole world here.
If I look directly forward, I'm looking at the Hollywood sign,
Pretty cool.
it is cool. It honestly is. I do like it here. It's funny, like it is such a rat race, which sucks, and I don't like that. And our city obviously doesn't care if we live or die. We learned that
no,
this
they
year.
don't. No, they don't. You wouldn't have known. I suspected.
Yeah, right.
I suspected it when I first moved here.
You think, I mean, just in general, we've all had the thought that politicians are trying to kill us secretly, but damn if 2020 didn't prove it. Holy moly.
Well, I hate when they try to hide it. You know, when
Right.
I like now, like I remember when I first moved here and I went downtown to downtown LA, and the first
war
thing I
zone.
thought was, I was like, so there's a mayor of this city,
Yeah.
and this is.
And this is just
should
okay?
we call him? Has he seen this? What does the mayor do if this is here?
Right.
He must do something. And I was like, isn't downtown where he's at? Isn't that where the courthouse? Like, isn't he here? Why is it the worst here?
Yeah.
It just blew my mind.
Wow,
Now
that's
it's
so
like much
true.
worse.
Right around the courthouse, specifically.
Oh, yeah.
It's really bad. A lot of government buildings in the area where Skid Row is.
Yeah.
That's so, and it's so funny too. Like, I mean, really, the pandemic just reinforced what we'd all already seen. Like, the thing that always amazed me is that at Skid Row, there's all these nonprofits like handing out burritos and water and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you think about how many NGOs there are in the world, how many people that are like doing some version of philanthropy to take care of everybody while governments are, I don't know.
Right.
And like, not to be like it sounds like I'm saying something you say the day you smoke weed for the first time. Just like, can you believe nonprofits are better than the government? Like, it's not, I know that that's stupid, but it really became crystal clear that just, why does someone else have to do it? It's your job. Like, no offense, but I'm not a baby. I know it's complicated, but it's your job. And then someone else has to dedicate their days to giving water to people?
Yeah.
Water.
It already happened. So God gave it, and then you took it away, and now he gave it back.
Right.
Well, it was here.
We had to pay for it to give it out for free? The thing
Right.
that you
Who would give
decided
the
cost money?
to? Nestle? Who owns water? Who owns my water?
Right.
Who owns my
Who
water?
owns my water?
Who has my water?
Not my water.
It's weird. I think we should flip it to with the government and non. I think it should be the government should give out water, and nonprofits should invade other countries. I want like an independent gang.
It is interesting that we rely on the same group of people to invade for reasons they don't tell us.
Right.
And also to give water, and also like bike lanes. These are all the same people. all the same people are like, we decide where you can ride a bike, whether you die or not, and whether other people die in your name.
Right, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. I don't like it. I think it's, and they don't really do much that good.
No.
It's like,
I like bike lanes.
I like bike lanes. But you ever ridden one of those on a bike?
Terrifying.
You get hit by a car.
They're not big enough.
A car hit me.
Really?
People don't respect the bike lane. People in cars don't care if you die.
Right. Well, they're all politicians.
Right. That's the mayor trying to kill.
That's why they create the bike lanes, because they want to kill us.
Would it be funny, like you're already recalling Gavin Newsom? What if he killed me with his car? Everybody's like, here's a GoFundMe. Gavin Newsom ran over
Caleb died.
a comedian.
And so we need $150,000. It is also really crazy. The pandemic has also highlighted that. How I have just seen so many GoFundMes, and they're all just like, well, I don't have this very basic thing I should have.
Right.
Please, God, help me. And we're all like, fuck, where do I put my $5 today? You know what I mean?
Right. It's so horrible. You would think that, like, you know, Bitcoin and then GameStop. It's like GoFundMe is such a weird thing in the first place. It's like, all right. It's always for, I think it was supposed to be for, like, we're trying to independently release this movie.
Well, that was
That's when
Kickstarter. That's how it started.
Something like that.
Yes.
But then it just all became healthcare.
I need rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, it's interesting, too, that, like, conservatives tend to say, like, the argument against taxing the shit out of us in order to get universal health care and things like that is like, well, I want to decide what I do with my money. Why don't you trust me with my money? I'll give it away to people. And it's like, okay, well, this is the answer then.
Yeah.
What you want is for us to live in the world of GoFundMes where we all just like, do you really not think that it would be better if I didn't have to, and like I'm broke, and I can't give a lot, but I still try to, and like you know, once a month or so I give $20 to a friend who broke their leg. Are you kidding?
Right, and you're like, oh, he's just gonna spend that on drugs for his broken leg.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna spend it on anesthesia.
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, this like idiot needs an epidural because
Oh man, it's like you can't even pull the thing of like, oh, act like you don't see him. They're like, Dave, you're a friend of mine. My leg is broken. And you're like, I'm on my way to work.
Fuck you. I don't want you to, but dude, that's interesting. A world where the all GoFundMes are people on the street, so they're your friends.
Yeah.
Panhandling. Like we all are in one way or another panhandling, especially nowadays. That's so, I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny to imagine doing that on your way to work every day.
I know.
Oh, hey, Steve. Ooh.
Especially this past year where it's like, I'm on my way to work. No one has jobs. You got me.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Well, yeah, well, I'm going to the GoFundMe offices.
My town I grew up in is so small that if there was someone like asking for money downtown in Royston, they would call the mayor. They'd be like, there's a guy outside.
I think he needs help.
Yeah. What's going on?
And then the mayor would be like, well, he should pull himself up by his bootstraps.
And then that guy would be mayor. He'd be the next mayor. He would just stick around there. But it's always blown my mind. It's like, you could, if you walk past someone, you're like, well, is he asleep on this? So they would be like, well, let's get the fire department. Someone's laying on the sidewalk.
It's like a local, everyone would be concerned and want to like help the one person. Like, wait a minute, you don't have a home? That's nuts. We should get you one.
Houses are like $600 around here. I'll get you one, and then you pay me back.
I have a question. What in the fuck are bootstraps? What are they? I've never seen one in my life, and they talk about them all the time. I got to pull myself up by them, apparently, but I don't know what they are.
I mean, I have some boots.
Do they have straps?
Just laces.
Yeah, and you can't pull yourself up by laces.
No.
Especially, you'll loosen them up. You got to relace them.
Right. Did old boots Like I have. You
They have
a
like
strap.
handles, boot handles.
I don't know. What is the strap? There's a jock strap. I had a jock strap.
Yeah, pull yourself up by your jock straps.
That makes more sense than bootstraps.
Well, you're laying on the ground and you grab your nuts and you magically lift off the ground. That's the other thing. How do you pull yourself up
Pick
by
yourself
them?
up by your nuts. Come on, dickhead. Get a job with your nuts.
That's so funny. Pick
what I
yourself up by your ball sacks.
Hashtag pick yourself up by your balls. Grab life by the balls.
And stand up.
Well, it's the hair of the dog's one of those too. It's like no one can pick themselves up by their bootstraps. It's not possible. You can't just make yourself higher up in the air with your arm. It's not going to help. You can't do a chin up without a fulcrum.
Ooh, maybe it was that like boots hung on strap. There was like a strap that connected two boots, and you would like hang them from a hook, and then you are like on the ground.
That also sounds like a dumb thing to do with your boots. Don't do that. Don't hang your boots up. Put them on the floor.
But what if they're covered in dog shit? Because you shovel dog shit for a
Put your
living.
boots in your dog shit.
Cover your boots in dog shit and pull yourself up to standing position.
That makes as much sense.
Right.
It's such a ridiculous and no one can. Like you still need, even
Yeah.
if you're like, I made it on my own. It's like, well, you still had a job,
Right.
and then you hired somebody. No, you did it with one person at least. No one could be self-made. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's also just like, have you ever borrowed money from your parents? That's privilege.
Yeah.
You had a head start. Even if you did it once, you could think that you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, but at least one time it was your dad's fucking bootstraps.
Yeah.
So don't act like it wasn't.
Not your daddy's bootstraps. These are my bootstraps. It's so weird how that is stuck around. Like at both party, everybody's just like, and then you get a bootstrap.
Totally.
Bootstrap. Kitchen table bootstrap.
I remember the first time I hated Barack Obama, which is interesting
Oh,
to say
wow.
because I like him. And I
What
love
if it was like 1995?
Totally. We were roommates. Yeah.
The state senate election.
It was when he said, they're all concerned about Wall Street, but I'm concerned about Main Street. And I was like,
no.
fuck you. I hate you. With your puns. We're making puns.
No one lives on Main Street. Yeah. That's also Wall Street.
Yeah, it's like where the stores are.
Main Street is like on the corner.
But in L.A., it's where Skid Row is.
You're concerned about stock. I'm concerned
So maybe
about
that.
corporation.
If we're talking about Skid, that's what you should have said. Skid Row. You should have said, you're concerned about Wall Street. I'm concerned about Skid Street.
I don't just know why they don't go, like, I used to love, I remember when Obama was president, they would go, he's trying to redistribute income. And I'd be like, why doesn't he say that? He should say that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You know, Robin Hood is like a popular idea. Take money from rich people and give it to poor people.
Everybody.
That sounds good.
That's the other funny thing about politics in America that I love so much is that everybody loves the idea of a hero being nice to the poor.
Right.
All the stories are about like someone who is weak in some way, either becoming strong or being helped by the strong. And everyone's like, yay. Like literally the Lego movie is a movie about revolution. That's what
it
that
is.
movie is about. It's about them like saving the day in some way. And you know who made the Lego movie? Steven Mnuchin.
What?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
He was the producer of the Lego movie.
What? Why is that? That should be at the bottom of every news channel.
Yeah.
Steven Mnuchin made the Lego movie, in case you forgot.
It's also I love Legos, but Lego is a huge company. And that's what that whole thing perfectly describes America.
Yeah.
We all in our heart want the strong to save the weak.
Yeah.
But then when it comes down to voting and shit, everybody's like, fuck you, eat shit, die. I don't care. Whatever. I like. Welcome to What's It Called?
Well, yeah, that was a good cold open.
It was.
Welcome to Pod Save. What's it called?
Pod Save Ross.
Yeah.
I'm Pod Save Ross, and this is What's It Called?
And I'm Pod Favreau Caleb.
Nice.
I'm the guy.
Pod Favreau is great.
Yeah. We know. Money's good if you have it and you need it. Did you get that stimulus?
Oh, I got it, dude.
Me too, man.
Spent it immediately.
Me too.
Gumballs.
Oh man. I'm just getting dumber because I believe it's like for a very brief amount of time I thought maybe you did.
$1,400 worth of gumballs. Yeah, dude.
Which would have been cool.
Well, it's the only thing I eat.
I mean, you got. We were talking earlier. You got to do what makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I did is I paid my friend I owed.
That definitely makes me happy when one more person isn't mad at me.
Yeah,
it's like the happiest I'll ever be when someone stops being mad at me.
I can buy it.
Yeah, totally. The thing is that you also bought the sadness.
Yeah, well, I think I earned it.
Oh, I see.
I earned my sadness. My daddy told me.
Pull your sadness up by your bootstraps.
What's it called? We're naming.
So here's the thing. We now have amassed a bunch of
oh hell yeah, we have
suggestions in the email, but because of just how tech stuff is working out this week, the setup we got here, we're not going to be doing your email suggestions. It's been a couple weeks, and I'm just saying I'm sorry for the delay on that, but it's not because we don't want to. It's just like how things worked out. So email us if you have stuff of ours that you stuff of yours that you want us to name. Your dog, your baby, your business, your fucking flute. We're getting suggestions, and next week we're gonna do like a marathon again of like naming a bunch of your stuff.
And you can also name something. It doesn't have to be us naming your thing. If you would like a suggestion, like let's name Dave's hands.
Oh, I like that.
Let's name Dave's hands. If that's something you would want to do, then you can send that in.
Yeah. Oh, also, yeah, totally. Email us your suggestions of what you want us to rename. It could also, if just a suggestion of something famous you want us to rename.
Yes.
The email is whatthehellisitcalled@gmail.com.
What the hell is it called at Gmail? And send us. I love the suggestions. They're all fun.
Next week we're gonna do a bunch, rename a bunch of your stuff. This week we're renaming The Simpsons.
That's right.
I posted on my Twitter. I'm at Dave to the Ross. He's at Dumb Caleb. And every week we generally record. Yeah, this is the week we're announcing it. This is the week we're saying it. We leveled up our shit a little bit.
Oh, we're leveled the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. I got a little table here.
There's a table. It's green fence.
Yeah, you can see the park we're in, sort of. We have a producer.
Little dog shit.
We're produced by Hold the Phone Comedy.
That's right.
HoldThePhone.tv. We're on fucking YouTube, dude. I made a website. And here's our website. I love it so much. It's whatsitcalled.rodeo.
And hey, you don't know a lot of .rodeos. Make that. Put it in your bookmark. Check on it every day. It'll be your new news. And we're gonna have some merch.
The link to our YouTube is on our website, whatsitcalled.rodeo. So if you want to watch video episodes, it's there. Our email is whatthehellisitcalled@gmail.com. We're renaming. Oh yeah, and this is what I was going to say. We added a little bit of a delay in recording this week. Some weeks we'll delay a day or two, but generally we're recording noon on Mondays, and I'll put the tweet out Sunday nights of what we're going to be renaming that week. So if you want to participate, look out for that, and then reply to that tweet. And then at the end of this episode, we're going to go through your our favorite suggestions.
We're getting a bunch.
We're growing.
Amazed.
We're like really. We're growing our podcast that we swore we would never put any work into.
I know, and it's interesting. I think that proves that's proof of concept.
Yeah. I think what happened
we're not
is we
trying
like
much,
it,
and it's going good.
Yeah, honestly, I just like it. It's just fun.
Simpsons.
So, you got Simpsons names?
The first one I thought of was divorce.
Immediately. It is interesting, isn't it, that Marge and Homer never got... I mean, granted, I stopped watching it 20 fucking years ago, but...
Well, in the Simpsons movie, she does leave him.
Oh, is it the movie where that happened? Is that when she fucks Ned Flanders? Is that in the movie? Because there is an episode where she fucks Ned.
I don't think that... But she does leave him, but, it's spoiler. It came out in 07.
Oh, yeah.
She leaves him and,
We're going to be spoiling shit on this podcast. This is The Simpsons. If you don't want...
But you should watch a Simpsons movie. Even Simpsons fans haven't watched it because they think it's like blasphemy to watch anything after season 10 or whatever.
That's stupid. The movie was like a comeback.
Really funny.
Also, fuck that. Because, first of all the best comedians in the world have always written for The Simpsons. Yeah. It wasn't the same after a certain point, but they're going to be good episodes here and there.
Yeah.
Dana Gould worked on it until like 5 years ago or some shit like that.
It's great. I mean, it's not. I don't understand when people go, "Oh, it's not as good as it was." Do you still like your grandpa? He's not as good as he was. What are you being mean for? He's getting worse every year. Still love him.
Yeah.
Still love him. Simpsons still, every season there's a few good episodes that are damn funny. So I think people are being, but yeah, that movie, wall to wall, I love that movie.
I saw that movie
is so funny.
Alone in a theater in the middle of the day because I had to get my car fixed and I took the half a day off work and I was like, well, I'm not going to go back to work. They're like working on my thing. I was like, fuck that. Santa Monica Promenade. I went and saw the Simpsons movie alone at 2 p.m. on like a fucking Tuesday. I got the biggest popcorn ever. I got a huge old Diet Coke. I sat 4 rows from the front. I was like, I'm a king. One of the greatest days of my life. And yeah, dude. And the only other people in the theater were a mom and 2 kids. One of the kids was too old to speak too young to speak English, and too old to speak English
is really funny.
That's funny. One of her kids was 99, and yeah, she was 140 and somehow still walking. And yeah, so this fucking 99-year-old kid, he could speak 30 other languages, but not English.
Too old. Yeah, it's like a Jedi. You can't. It's English. You got to start. Got to start young.
There was one really young kid, and then there was like a 7-year-old girl, and I could hear when they came in. I was early, and I was, loaded up on snacks.
Hell yeah.
And the mom, I could hear her say, "All right, honey, go pick your spot." And she ran down to where I was and ran into the aisle right behind me and sat right behind me. And then the mom goes, "Hey, honey, you might want to come up a little. You don't want to sit right behind that man." And,
called you a man.
And the girl goes, "Oh, you're right. I don't want to sit behind that man." And ran. Like terrified.
Oh, man.
Dude.
That's
so
funny.
scared. Yeah.
Is that the first time you felt like a man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the fucked up thing. That girl was Sasha Obama.
And that's the first time I hated Barack Obama.
Yeah, because Michelle Obama was in there with her kids, Sasha and Barack, and who's too young to speak English.
Oh, man.
Boy.
That's a vivid memory. That's
yeah.
But yeah, good movie.
Yeah,
good
it was
movie.
so funny,
So
dude.
funny. One of my favorite lines in the whole Simpsons universe is when Bart's like, "This is the worst day of my life." And Homer goes, "Worst day of your life so far."
Dude.
So good.
You know what other movie was really great after like a couple seasons of the show not being so good was Beavis and Butthead.
Really? I haven't seen it.
Really?
To America?
Yes.
That's the one? I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude. I wasn't even the biggest. This is a little different because Beavis and Butthead was never really my favorite anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was like so much of them just sitting there.
It makes me itchy.
Yes.
That animation is very itchy.
Itchy, like Ren and Stimpy. Like people love Ren and Stimpy, but I just don't want to watch people like say poop and throw up.
I just think that's wrong. Showing Ren and Stimpy to millions of kids is bad.
Totally.
It is very uncomfortable and weird.
There's lots
just
of
not my thing.
Earwax and stuff. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like horrific.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's like a world. It makes me feel like a World War II movie, but it's a cartoon for kids.
Yes. No thanks.
Not good. Don't like it.
So Beavis and Butthead sort of like that, but the movie, dude, is so good. Because you know why? Because it's a real story, and the characters are really funny, and Mike Judge is a fucking genius.
Right, yeah. I just saw Idiocracy.
Oh, you did?
So good.
It's great.
I hadn't seen it.
I have a little bit of a beef with Idiocracy. I feel like it's not his best work for one very specific reason. Like, the whole thing, conceptually great. There's so many good jokes. But a bunch of movies have done this where they're like, oh, you know what would be funny? A world in which everyone is a fucking moron. And in a world where everybody is really, really fucking stupid, the dialogue is really boring.
Oh, damn. That's a good point.
It just inherently is going to be, as genius as the movie is. So that's not my favorite thing he's ever made, but I do love it. Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
And one of my favorite lines in anything ever is, "Welcome to Walmart, I love you." Or Costco. "Welcome to Costco, I love you." Damn, we should rename Idiocracy one day.
Yeah.
We should do Beavis and Butthead this week, too.
Beavis and Butthead.
So, The Simpsons, divorce.
Divorce. How about...
You should also know we don't prepare.
Nothing.
Like, I've never come with an idea at all. It's only during the recording.
No effort, no planning, nothing.
How about Beavis and Butthead should be called Car Talk. How about
I mean, they probably wanted to call it something like Beavis and Butthead. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa! I thought it was the edgiest
edgy
name I'd ever heard.
Totally.
So there's no way that was the first. They probably pitched like Pussy in the Cock Balls. And they were like, whoa! Let's tone it down.
Pussy and the Cockballs, dude, is one of the funniest. Pussy and the Cockballs.
Like, you gotta lead with that. If they led with Beavis and Butthead, it would have been called Two Friends.
Right.
Two Broke Dudes.
Oh, I see.
Two Broke Dudes.
Two Broke Dudes. The worst TV show of all time.
Yeah, Two Broke Men.
Two broke men. The thing no one on earth is interested in. Two Broke Girls, at least there's like a little bit of an edge to it.
Right.
Two Broke Dudes.
Two Broke Dudes. They both got big ol' asses. Everybody's like, I don't like anything so far.
It's also disgusting. Two Broke Dudes is the live action version of Ren and Stimpy. Yeah. There's just so much earwax, dude. Yeah. And just like toilets covered in human shit. And people saying stuff like, where is it? And, you know, interesting lines like that. And I can't find it.
You restart the Wi-Fi? Hey, can you restart it?
Hey, can anybody remember my middle name?
Oh, nothing worse than two poor men.
I woke up at 8 p.m.
Dude, okay, this happened. This is a very sad story, but it's funny to me. So it was like 10 years ago or whatever, like right when I think HBO, whatever HBO's first streaming thing was, and you had the password and everybody would share it. Back when I had like 10 roommates.
Yeah.
So it was one of my ex-roommates' dads from college had a good password for HBO Go or something.
Okay.
And I was trying to watch something, and it stopped working. And so I said, dude, what's the what happened with the password? Did your dad die? His dad died.
Oh, whoa.
And so I had to find a new password.
Whoa. I could not have guessed in a million years that was going to be the last line of that story. I thought you were going to feel bad that you said that to your friend, or that he was going to be mad.
Oh, I felt bad. I feel guilty still. That doesn't change. I did need an account. I needed a password.
You didn't even, but it was a story. It was a story in which there were like a lot of interesting elements. And so it could have gone to like, we fought. He was upset. I had to find a new apartment. Would have been a thing. I would have.
Right. I could have written that better, but that's
no.
I mean,
Actually, I couldn't disagree more. You could not have written it better. It was by far the funniest way that could have possibly ended. And so, I mean, that's just a perfect joke.
I think I was just dumb. I didn't realize dads do die. Like, that can happen. I was just like, why'd your dad die? Where's that password?
No, dude. I think that was a perfectly natural thing to say. You wouldn't have. Because obviously dads die. Everybody fucking dies. But, like, you wouldn't have imagined that was the reason. First of all, why does him dying mean the password stops working?
Right.
What about... your email address doesn't go away when you die, does it? Spectrum is like a bunch of fucking assholes, man. He died, kill it, get it out of here. HBO was the first group to find out about his death.
I don't know.
Wow.
I guess they wanted a clean start with a new email for their account.
Sure. And so I had to get a new password. Yeah. It's also, I mean, it's obviously just so funny because it's so inhuman of you, like to not even. To be like, yeah, so I don't know what's up with him, but I had to get a new HBO password. Wow, that was like, thank you. That was like one of the hardest laughs I've had in a long time. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, we still got to rename the Simpsons. I forgot where we were.
And Beavis and Butthead.
And Beavis and Butthead. So we got Pussy in the Cock.
Pussy in the Cockballs is fucking... Jesus, that's so funny.
We can rename the Simpsons Dads Die.
Dads Die.
Dads Die.
All dads die. Have you seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven? Well, All Dads Die. It's the sequel. It's about how most dads don't go to heaven.
Like Mars needs moms, we can have Hell needs dads.
You know what I think about sometimes? It's so funny to me is that like the concept of loving your dad is really interesting, or loving your mom, or really loving anybody. Like individual, interpersonal love is so funny.
Yeah.
Because so many people on Earth have done so many horrible things.
Right.
Like you know, Mussolini had kids, and they were like, "I love my dad because he bought me a bike." You know, like Mussolini bought his daughter a fucking dollhouse, and she was like, "Wow, I love this." And then he like murdered a ton of people.
No, that's so true. That's why I always hate the dancing on graves, because you never know. Like,
right.
You know.
Somebody's upset about this.
Right. This has shattered someone.
Dude.
Who even couldn't recognize that. Like, when people were all happy when Rush Limbaugh died, I was like,
I didn't.
He used to give, like, you know, there's somebody who's like the biggest lefty who was like, he did give me a $5,000 tip when I was working at Dave and Buster's.
Also, I'll say.
I kind of can't help but like that.
I have a big problem getting excited about death in general.
Yeah.
And I've argued with people about this because it's not like I don't get it. Like Rush Limbaugh hurt a lot of people. He really did with his words. He did.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm not going to, when someone's like, fuck him, I'm glad he's dead, I'm not going to be like, hey, fuck you. But I'm also not going to celebrate the death just because it feels bad to be like, yay, death.
Also, there's no way any therapist, like all our friends go to therapy, like your therapist would never be like, keep celebrating death.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah, that's good.
That helped that day that you had. Man, you know what I was thinking about like weird dads or like weird people having kids. Have you ever pitched a TV show to Conan's production company?
Ooh, I don't think so.
I've talked about this on a few podcasts. It's so funny to me. I don't want to really get into it because I don't really know the guy very well, but the guy who runs Conan's production company is Henry Kissinger's son.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
And he looks just like him.
Whoa.
And he's very kind. And
he didn't change his last name.
His name is, I think, David Kissinger. And just sitting, he's like, all right, so what's your show? And you're just like, what? It's so weird.
Yeah, the producer from our Quibi series is Rick Stalin.
Yeah.
He's
yeah, Rick Stalin.
He's
Quibi.
He loves my Quibi.
The head of development at Quibi is Rick Stalin. Yeah. I got an idea for a TV show. It's about my grandma who lived in Russia during the Holocaust.
It's just so weird. Like,
wow, dude. It's also so funny to be like, he's like, all right, David Kissinger, what's your show? And I'm like, all right, yeah, the name of my show is How's Christmas in Your Family? What's that like? The holidays. What do you say? Huh?
you like go to the big family wall and you're not in any of the pictures. You're like, wait a minute, what the fuck happened? Did Rick Stalin edit me out of my
Stalin, dude? Rick. Also Rick
Stalin.
Wow, Rick Stalin also sounds like a shitty lead singer of like a shitty 90s band or 60s
Stalin.
band. Yeah. Rick Stalin and the Jimmies or whatever. And all their songs sound like Golden Brown. What's that song?
Jackson Brown.
No. Golden Brown or what? No, that wasn't even. That's not even the tune of the song I'm trying to sing. I think it's called Golden Brown.
Golden Brown. Golden Brown.
Yeah.
That sounds like most old music.
Right.
That's about as good. I don't think they told singers no until like the 80s.
Right.
I think if you wanted to be a band and you were near a studio, I think they just let you do it.
Yeah, there were 7 bands total already.
I don't think people had dreams like they do now. Like everyone wants to be something and like have their own thing.
Right.
Everybody has a dream. And I think like 80 people used to do stand-up.
Right. Oh, they did. Dude, have you ever talked to Rich Scheidner about this? Do you know Rich?
No.
He made that movie I Am Comic.
Love that movie.
He was like '80s comedian who started when stand-up started. You know, before that there was like Lenny Bruce and then other people who were like poets and shit.
Oh,
but
yeah.
stand-up became a thing. He told me, he was like, yeah, there were like 15 of us. And I remember he was like, I was on tour, and as I was on tour, clubs were opening up and I was getting calls to headline them. He was like, all of us did the Tonight Show.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
It's so crazy to think, like, what did it? Why do all these idiots think they should do stand-up?
Yeah, I don't know.
What is it, like 10,000 people that are trying to be a stand-up comedian?
It's more than that, because there was that Facebook group called LA Comedy, and there were 10,000 people in that group.
Oh, my
Or LA
God.
Comedians
That's
or some shit.
insanity. I can't...
Yeah.
What did it? Was it Seinfeld? Was it...
I mean, I think
Conan?
the most recent boom was like Pete Holmes and Mark Maron.
Oh, God.
Well, no, not most recent. The one that honestly, when we started that era, was that era of podcasting, and now fucking Rogan is so huge, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But before that, what pushed it, I don't know.
But I know for me, it was like, when I saw Seinfeld as a kid, I was like, that's the best life to live.
Right.
I wonder if that was a certain amount of people that were inspired to do it because of that, because it looked
It was
fun.
Patton Oswalt. It was Comedians of Comedy for me. Comedians of Comedy, I was like, oh, you can be like, because I always loved stand-up, but I felt like I liked, like, I was like a softie.
Yeah.
I was like afraid of stuff, and I liked like arty shit, you know? And I was like, that's a stand-up's not for me. You got to be like tough, and you got to hate your wife and stuff. And then I saw Patton and Maria and Zach, and I was like, oh, you can be a little weirder. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that was big for me too. That the Comedians of Comedy. Also, like, I liked the old school. Like, Jack Benny is the least tough guy on earth. He's old.
Yeah.
He's cheap. He hates himself. No one likes him. He's not good at anything. Like, I loved his character as a kid. I was allowed to watch it because it was so old. It wasn't dirty.
Yeah.
And I always loved that. I thought, this is
My old guy was Victor Borga. Did you ever watch Victor Borga?
I used to have one of his CDs.
It's so good.
You ever heard one
so
about
good.
punctuation? It's
Yeah.
one of the funniest things ever. Yeah. Oh, God.
Dude. Yeah.
I bought that at Cracker Barrel.
Did you really?
Yes. With mowing lawn money.
Yes,
That's
dude.
that's how popular I was in school. I was buying.
And it's so funny, like so much of my comedy intake was from CDs from Cracker Barrel and gas stations.
Dude, yes.
Gas stations had Jeff Foxworthy, you
Every
might be a
gas
redneck
station in
if-
America.
Yeah. And they also had They're All Gonna Laugh at You from Adam Sandler.
Oh, dude, so good.
Yeah. And fucking Cosby records.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cosby. That was one of the first CDs I ever bought. Was a Cosby
Totally.
CD.
I had,
Bought it
like,
on
a
my
compilation.
8th grade field trip. I bought a Cosby CD at the
Oh,
gift shop.
Wow.
Everybody else was buying like a hat that Washington wore.
Wow.
And I was like, they got a Cosby CD for $9.
A hat that Washington wore. It cost like $50 million.
And they buy a fake coin.
Right.
Shit. I was like, oh man. But yeah, it was like, we should do that now. We should do an album like
We
like
only put in gas
the
stations.
Truck Stop Boy. It's
Dude.
Dave and Caleb.
That's why
Every
Rodney
gas
Carrington's
station.
fucking huge.
Yeah.
Rodney Carrington, by the way, we never talk about him. You never hear about him. And he's still one of the highest paid touring performers in the world.
Oh yeah.
I'll bet you most people listening to this podcast don't know who he is, and I thank God for that because it sucks. But he has a Netflix special. He's this old, like, honestly, you know what's one of the most shocking things is that he's not one of the blue collar comedians, and I'll bet you there's a specific reason for that.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
bet you he
And I
has
bet it's-
beef
I
with
bet
Jeff
it- yeah.
Foxworthy or something.
I bet it's something that'll make you go like, oh god.
Yeah, totally.
Like he got drunk and said something about.
Yes, about Jeff's wife or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
let's spread that. I'm happy to go ahead and say it. Rodney Carrington called Jeff's wife a bitch back in '99, and boy, when Ron White's more polite than you, like he fits easier into the group. Not a good look, Rodney.
Yeah, the guy who's not even a blue collar comedian, they're like literally, I love Ron White.
Me too.
But he barely fits that category.
Right.
And Rodney Carrington, he was a redneck comedian before Jeff Foxworthy was.
Yeah.
I think it might have been Billy Wayne Davis that told me this. Maybe I don't. It was a Southern comic I know and like a lot. I think it was Billy.
That sounds like Billy.
Yeah, it was like two of you. I'm kidding.
It was either Billy,
Might have been Dave Stone.
Dave Stone,
Yeah.
Andy Sanford, Clayton
God,
English.
Andy, I love Andy.
Oh, Andy is so
Rob
funny.
Hayes.
It's insane.
There's so many Southern comedians rule.
I know.
I have toyed with the idea of moving to Atlanta because being in a city where I just do stand up all day every day sounds so good.
It does sound good.
But anyway, whoever it was that told me, they told me that Rodney Carrington got a sitcom and he decided to cancel it because doing the sitcom he was making less money than touring.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
No shit.
What?
I feel like that was dumb if that's true because long term he would have gotten more fans and his touring would have gotten way
you
bigger.
get a syndication deal
And way more people in the world know who you are. Like
Right.
you're selling more tickets just by nature of having been on CBS or whatever.
Yeah.
But like whatever, he was apparently those guys make fucking so much money.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think when they say, "Ooh, you make 70, your happiness doesn't go up if you make $75,000 a year." You're happier than
Bullshit.
someone. Oh no, what happened?
No, I was he reacted that way because I was looking at the timing on the thing.
Oh.
And no, nothing's wrong with the recorder. I was just making sure it was still recording,
Okay.
and then I reacted to you, but I like whipped around, and I was like, bullshit.
I thought something happened. No, what I said.
No.
They go, "Ooh, you're 60,000. You're happier than 50. 75,000. You're happier than 70." But you're not happier at 80,000 or 90 or 100 than you are at 75 per person in your
Right.
household. That's what I've heard from the study or whatever.
Right.
And it sounds kind of if I was really, I would get a hot tub, but I haven't thought of like another thing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that you were saying
So I kind
that
of
you don't get happier. Because I agree with the lower level thing.
Yeah.
The money doesn't buy happiness thing is stupid because so many people are poor.
Right.
And there is a base level of like if you have a full fridge, you're happier
I'm
because
so
you're
happy
safer.
with a full fridge,
Yes. But yeah, totally.
Money doesn't buy happiness, but it can buy you the minimum.
Yeah.
It can buy you. It does.
It just does.
It does. Not much after you're not.
But you're right. At a certain point,
A
you buy
million
a
a
hot
year
tub.
and 10 million a year. I don't think you're happier.
No, I think you're right.
I'm guessing because I don't make anything.
I mean, in comedy, I don't really need that much more. I do need a little more.
I do
because I'm
need to
worried.
Give Dave money.
Yeah, but like an income where I could feel safe, and then if I had kids, I'd need more than that.
Right.
But yeah, totally. Like, what do you want out of comedy?
Right.
A hot tub. I feel like if you get a hot tub out of doing stand up, then you like truly beat the game.
Yeah.
And then what? What's after that? You want 3 cars? What are you, nuts? Who cares?
Right.
Like, what do you want?
When I check in, will you ever get a club puts you in a way too nice hotel? I don't even know what to do. I just still look at my laptop and
Oh,
I'm
I
like, I
piss
got a
everywhere.
laptop. I don't know what else to do with nice stuff. I don't really need.
I rub shit on the windows, dude. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to fucking spend this. You know what I mean? Why book the club weekend if you can't have fun spending it?
So book Dave will shit at your town.
Yeah, dude. I shit everywhere.
Do you ever get a hotel? I don't like the nice ones. I like to have a fridge and a microwave and an ice bucket. And I hate ones where there's no fridge, no microwave, no. I like that stuff and a free breakfast.
Yes.
I can't stand the nice ones.
I couldn't agree more. And I wonder, I guess it's like how you grew up or something. Because I know that there's like the concept of a nice hotel is a thing people talk about. But to me, like, I can't believe that I just get this room to myself.
Oh, I'll never forget the first time I heard about it.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, wait, so, and then somebody else cleans the sheets? Like, this is crazy.
Dude.
And there's a TV, and the TV generally has HBO or Showtime, and even if it doesn't, it has, like, TNT, which always has Law and Order. And so there's Law and Order, and I get my own shower.
If you owned a hotel, it would be like pool, Law and Order. Come to my hotel, watch Law and Order.
So, yeah, and most of them have a pool. Some of them, like a Best Western, some of them have like an indoor pool.
Yeah, man. I love it.
It really doesn't take a lot to impress me with a fucking hotel.
Dude, I remember the first time I got booked for a feature week, the first time a club out of town put me up, where they're like, here's a hotel with it. I was like, what? Blew my mind. I'm driving to Indianapolis. Rob Hayes calls me.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, I saw you got a feature weekend. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you ever had your own hotel room before? I said, no. And he goes, dude, I beat my dick so much I missed my flight. And I was like, what? He's like, look out. I probably.
What?
That's a funny story, but
Rob is the funniest.
it was
guy
so
ever,
funny,
dude.
and boy, he was right.
Yeah.
He was right. It's just great to have your own room.
Yeah.
This was like 2014, I think.
And you get in there, and like even a fucking Motel 6, the bed is made, and
Yeah.
there's like a TV on the wall, and the bathroom has like little individually wrapped soaps.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. It's just a treat. Like I
Yeah.
love to get my favorite is a Thursday on the road. You do a show,
Yeah.
it's usually 7 or 8. It's not that late.
Yeah.
No second show. Go back to the hotel. It's like, I don't know, maybe 10 or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll get like the ice bucket.
Yeah.
And I'll get like a 6-pack of beers. Put one in there. Next, I'll be wearing the bathrobe, and I'm like this, like
Hell
all
yeah,
excited.
dude.
And then I watch like late night talk shows with like ice cold beers.
Yeah.
And then I'll take a shower, and then after the shower, I'll take a bath in the tub.
Oh, yeah.
Put my laptop on the toilet and watch TV and have a beer. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Huh.
And it's like it's $39.99 a night.
I never thought
Amazing.
to take a bath. Why wouldn't you?
Right? Why not?
Dude, I know. I've been on the road with people. It's not everybody, but some people, there's really like some people who travel want to see the sights, want to get out there, want to experience the town, and I get it because I like life. But I'm at the hotel, man.
Yeah.
I want to experience the hotel. And if it's nice, like, dude, the other thing is that I don't think it takes a lot. I think the difference between an expensive hotel and an inexpensive hotel is like very slim in presentation for the things we care about,
Yeah, yeah.
but a lot of money. I guess what I'm saying is I don't know. Actually, I've totally lost the thread of what I'm trying to say, but sometimes a nice hotel that's on the verge of being nice or not nice is cheaper just because it's an off night or off season
Right,
or
yeah.
whatever. And so I'll end up in those places. And dude, the last time I was in Oklahoma City, I was putting my own shows together. So I was the one getting the hotel, and there's a fucking hotel there that is a modern art museum also. And it was
Whoa.
just like $100 a night for some reason.
Great.
And it was really close to the venue. And they had a really nice restaurant attached to it. So, dude, every different floor of the hotel had different
yeah.
paintings and sculptures in them. And they had a fucking, like, workout room. So, yeah, dude, I just put my bathrobe on, and I was just fucking in the hotel all goddamn
Dude,
day.
hell yeah. Like
And
Richie
yeah.
Rich. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It feels so good. Like, and I hate to, when I'll be on the road, and I like people and friends. I like doing stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm excited just because I'm alone doesn't mean I don't have plans. They go, what are you
Yes.
doing tomorrow? And I'm like, I'm just in the hotel. And they're
Buddy,
like,
I'm
why don't
sleeping
we
in.
ski? What?
No.
No.
No way.
I don't want to do anything. It's like a vacation just for me.
There's something so special too about having a room, and like there are some people that order room service. I don't really like doing that.
I don't either.
It feels weird to me. But what I do like is going down to a restaurant, and even
Yeah.
better, a bar in my fucking building I'm staying in.
Love it.
If I'm in a town and I got friends in town, I'm like, after the show, come to my hotel bar.
Yes.
And let's get fucking wasted. And you can sleep in my
greatest.
room. I don't give a shit. It's going to be the best. We own this building tonight.
Yeah, it's so good. I did I did a club one time where the club was on the first floor of the hotel, and I stayed on the 3rd floor.
I'm going to pass out from happiness.
It was so great, and there was a bar there, and it was also attached. Like, this is some, like, I guess trashy shit, but I didn't give a fuck. It was also attached to a Denny's.
Oh, yes.
So me and the other comic would go get margaritas after our set, go eat at Denny's, and then go take the elevator to our hotel rooms.
Oh, my God, dude.
It was amazing. It was such a great... The shows were all terrible, but
Man.
it didn't matter. It was like my own festival vacation. It was amazing.
This is why it's a really good thing to be easily impressed.
Yes.
I'm so happy with how easy it is to impress me.
Yeah.
And you know... what I just said, it still takes something. This is still stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking it.
This is still stuff.
This is still stuff.
That's the name of this episode.
But God damn it, how much worse would my life be if this that we're talking about right now didn't excite me?
Right,
It would
right.
suck so much. They're like, oh man, I don't like to stay in a hotel unless it's at the top of the Sears Tower.
Right.
Or I don't even know what you like. I will say that as I get older, there are some downsides to an especially cheap hotel. For example, bed bugs and safety. And like Motel 6, half the time it's very clean and safe. And then half the time it's in like a scary place.
Yeah,
and the people there are scary. And truly, like I've been threatened in the parking lot of a Motel 6.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's a story.
It's just like lock the door, deadbolt it, shut the lights off,
Yeah,
and pray to God
I got
they
one of
don't.
those extra
Yeah.
locks that can be like your own deadbolt.
Wait, you do?
Yeah.
Like with you?
I always have it in my bag in case there's like, it looks like, oh, this door doesn't feel like it's heavy enough.
Oh my God, that's a good idea.
Yeah. They're pretty cheap.
I also, so I will I try to do like a Best Western.
Yeah, Best Western's good.
But staying in a Best Western
I like
or
a Holiday Inn Express. Love Holiday Inn
that
Express.
feels like I'm staying at the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, I love it.
It's crazy.
There's one in Athens. Sometimes I'll stay. I have actual friends and family. Like, I'm from Georgia. I lived in Athens for 3 years. I love the Holiday Inn Express in Athens. I'll get it when I don't need to get. I just like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I'm not rich. I'm
You
just
get your
like,
own
that's
towel.
its own.
And it's like a 2.5-star
I love
hotel, and you get your own bathrobe. Why
Love
is
it.
this not
Oh,
rich
yeah.
people shit? What happens
Big
at a rich
fan.
people hotel? Do they like rub your feet? Do you do you get candy? Like, what is it? I feel like
Helicopter. You
Yeah.
go to a helicopter.
you at those places. I've tried to get a room. You still don't get a parking space. The beer
Yeah.
costs more.
Right.
It's like,
Not a fan.
is the carpet softer?
It's not comfortable. It's like staying in a waterfall. It's like the lobby is like, it feels like
Yeah.
sterile and weird. I don't like it.
Staying in a water.
You go to a cheap hotel, they give you a free cookie when you check in. They'll be like, "You want a cookie?"
Totally.
I'm like,
And
"Yes."
They're so happy you're there.
Oh, I love
Dude,
it.
one time I stayed at the Inn of Knoxville, 1.5-star hotel. Don't stay there.
Okay.
And it was like, I was in Knoxville, and I even have friends there, but I had other friends in town visiting who don't know the town, and we're all broke. And they were like, we just like looked on hotels.com and got the Inn at Knoxville, so I just trusted them, but they don't travel much. And the thing is, like, the difference between a 2.5-star and a 1.5-star hotel is pretty noticeable. And like, you got to look at the reviews. If over 20 people are like, this place has bed bugs, or I'm scared I'm going to die, like, don't stay there.
Well, 1.5 means something is wrong.
Yes. And so, like, literally, there were people roaming around in the parking lot. Our room was absolutely filthy and gross. And we were like smoking in the parking lot. And this dude, this like huge ripped dude, walked up to us.
Oh no.
And he was like, y'all from around here? And we were like, no. And he goes, watch out for these people that are here. And I was like, what?
Whoa.
And he like pointed to some people. He's like, yeah, this guy out here, man, I don't know what's up with him, but I'm keeping my eye on him. Think he's going to do something weird. And he just stood in the parking lot and like would yell at the guy, got my eye on you.
Whoa.
It was really weird.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I stayed at a hotel like that in Florida one time. Like one of these weird Florida towns.
Yeah.
And it's the only time I've ever been like, I think this woman is about to rob me.
Huh.
Where I was like having like a weird moment of like wokeness questioning where I was like, wow, I've never been afraid a woman's gonna rob. This woman looks like she's gonna rob me.
Huh. Whoa.
I'm usually afraid a man's gonna rob me.
Right.
But look at Florida go. This woman is frightening.
Dude, when I was checking into the Inn of Knoxville, I was like talking, the dude was like, he was like really excited that we were staying there. He was this like really excitable, dirty man. And probably somewhere in his 20s. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, right, here's your room, here's your keys or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, I run this place with my mom, she's out cleaning the rooms right now. She didn't get started till late because it's her birthday.
Oh, it's the plot of Psycho.
And I swear to God, I was like, it's her birthday. She shouldn't be working on her birthday, man. Tell her to stop working. And he goes, come on, man, look at this place. And I was like, oh, sure. And he's like, we work every day, man. Where do you think you are? And I was like, right, totally.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Damn it.
Hell yeah. Well, stay there. They need some business.
Actually, sure. But, be safe.
Yeah. What's the name of it?
The Inn of Knoxville.
The Inn of Knoxville. Don't go.
Yeah. It's also like, man, it's a real crapshoot with a Red Roof Inn. I tried to stay at a Red Roof Inn in Humboldt with Steph once, and there was blood on the floor.
Whoa! Whoa!
It was like there was blood on the floor, and the stain was both in front of the room, outside it, and inside the room. And we tried to get a refund, and they tried to not give it to us.
What?
And we were like,
come on.
This isn't even a full hotel, and you picked the room with blood in it. How did you, and you can see it in the hallway. How did you do that?
I mean, if you're bleeding in your hotel, go to bed. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Stop bleeding on the floor.
And like cover the,
Go to the
Jesus.
bathroom or the hospital.
Yeah. Well, we got to name the Simpsons.
Right, the Simpsons.
So we got divorce.
We got divorce. We got all dads die.
All dads die.
Dad.
So they're yellow. They're a family.
We have
Fat dumbasses.
fat dumbasses.
Yellow fat.
How about pretty good house though?
Yeah. The house. They do have a nice house. They're a modern American family.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'm trying to think. There are like sort of weird shapes of people. They live in Springfield. Because the thing is, like, we always come up with some like 75% of the way good ones, and then out of nowhere, out of left field, bam! You know, like calling Sergeant Pepper's. The Chronic 1967 was. I feel like that was a real home run.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Simpsons. It needs to be. How about? Ooh.
What else is like some family shit? I saw someone said Yellow Family Guy on Twitter.
Yellow Family Guy.
That's really funny.
How about Father Knows Shit?
I mean, you know what the show is kind of about how that weird period of time during which capitalism worked for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not everybody, but like
It was working
somebody.
enough, I guess.
Yeah.
Enough that it was believable that
You could be like real stupid and get one job, have it forever, and afford 2 cars. And now, like,
and not get fired ever.
ever.
Wow, yeah.
No matter how fucking stupid you are. Who's the stupidest person we know?
That we know?
Yeah, besides us.
I mean, it might
It's
be
not
me.
you. We know someone stupider than you. Come on, man.
Not that we hang out with. I wouldn't hang out with someone dumber than me.
That's actually Simon Gibson.
Simon's smart.
No, but he's smarter than both of us.
Yeah, Simon's smart.
But I think he's stupid in my mind because he's stupid on stage. But you're stupid on and off stage.
I'm pretty dumb.
I'm stupid off stage. I'm kind of smart on stage, but when you get to know me, you're like,
all the time. I misspelled my own name on my debit card.
dude, I misspelled my own name on a flyer that I made once.
Yeah.
And my last name has 4 letters in it, and I left one of them out.
Whoa, are we done?
R-O-S.
Do you think people listen to this podcast like these two guys?
These are stupid people. They probably listen to this podcast to make themselves feel better.
I hope so. And they're listening for some reason.
Yeah.
We're having fun. So it's dumb.
How about Real World Springfield? I feel like that's not
Real
that
World
bad.
Springfield? How about damn.
House time.
House
House
time.
family. House people. People in a house. Like the worst name ever. People in a house. Oh man. Yellow people in a pink house.
Yellow
like we have
people
no
in a
idea
big
what's
house.
appealing about it. Tall hair lady and her kids.
Tall hair lady and her kids. Tall hair lady and her kids is not bad.
Oh wow.
What if we just call it Yes Dear?
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. It's called Caroline in the City.
Yes Dear. How about straight people?
This is already stupid.
They're gonna be bad.
Shitty straight family.
Shitty straight family.
Shitty fat straight idiots. I keep saying fat as if it's. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm saying that as an
Shitty,
insult.
fat, straight idiots is not bad.
No. That's true.
And then with the same
I just
noise,
think
they're
the
like,
word. I think the word fat is funny. I'm not saying. I hope
It's
you
a
know.
funny
It.
word.
I don't think it's an insult.
It is a funny word.
Yeah.
Fat Albert, nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong.
Shitty fat straight idiots is really
Shitty
good.
fat straight
I think
idiots
maybe
is not
shitty
bad.
fat straight idiots
It's pretty good.
in the same font as the Simpsons. You're right. And through the clouds.
Shitty fat straight idiot.
Shitty fat straight. I think shitty fat straight idiots is the one.
It's not bad.
It makes me laugh.
It's not, what do we do? The other one was short, hot, fat, and perfect, or something.
Hot, short,
Hot,
fat,
short, fat, and perfect. That's pretty good.
That's a podcast someone's got to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like extremely loud and incredibly close. Like I just love titles like that.
Extremely fat and incredibly straight.
I like
I
that.
think extremely fat and incredibly straight. As the,
Extremely fat and incredibly straight.
that actually does describe The Simpsons. Extremely fat and incredibly straight.
That's the winner so far. We got to look at
Now we got to read other
suggestions.
people's. Yeah. So, like I
boy.
said earlier, we tweet out
So
Sunday
many
nights
suggestions.
or Mondays, and reply to that tweet.
Oh,
we'll
boy.
read our favorites on the show.
All right, we got Lenny and Friends from Dave Waite, one of the
Dave
funniest
Waite.
people who's ever lived. Stereotypes, the good, the bad, and it's okay we don't do that one anymore.
Oh, that's from Apocalypse in Review podcast,
Yeah.
who I see replying to our stuff a lot. Thank you.
We have The Simps.
Ooh, the Simps.
Not bad.
This one, Walter Booth V. At Walter Booth V, The Nuclear Family.
Whoa.
That's very clever.
That's very clever.
Very. Thank you, Walter
wow.
Booth.
That's the first clever thing that's happened on this podcast.
Oh, here we go. An old friend of both of ours and of the show, Wes Van Horn, at Wes Van Horn, who's one of the
Oh,
funniest
hell
people who
yeah.
ever lived, said, "Skateboard son and the donut daddy." Talk
I
about
love
a
that.
Southern comedian I love, dude.
Nuclear Family's good.
Ooh, Kim Nix, who's a buddy of mine, she says the Lunds.
Like Nathan Lund?
Yeah, because she's Nathan Lund's sister. Yeah.
Oh,
Who
wow.
married Evan Nix of the
Amazing.
Nix Bros, who makes who made
I love the Nix Bros.
Yeah, they made, what's the name of the show? Those Who Can't.
Hell yeah.
So
Kate
the Lunds?
Desmond.
She's Lunderful Kimp. At Lunderful Kimp.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I see at Rob W. Schroeder said Cape Desmond. I don't get it.
Maybe that's an episode or like a Cape Fear. I don't know.
Oh, it must be.
That must be something. I
God,
don't
there's so many
understand.
great jokes in The Simpsons, man.
No. Class Struggle, the cartoon. Lisa and the Probably
Dude.
Republicans.
Yes. That's what I was looking for with the capitalism thing.
Yeah.
Class Struggle, the cartoon is good.
I like that too.
That's really good. We got Seth Milstein at Seth Mills, who's a comic I know in Eugene, Oregon. Oh, he said Class Struggle, the cartoon. Lisa and the Probably Republicans. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying what you just said again. All right.
Yeah, but I like it when you said it as well.
Thanks. He said donuts and beer.
I like that.
That's what I call my dick and balls.
Dick's Donuts.
Yeah, exactly. My dick's donuts and my balls are beer. Don't get it confused. Okay.
What is that guy that names his dick and balls and has no sense of humor about it? Don't mix up my.
Do not confuse it.
If you call my dick weird,
I'll fuck you up. I'm going to
Yeah.
fuck you up in this Rite Aid if you call my dick the wrong name. Oh, yeah,
please
it was
put that
Jeffrey
on a
Kunkel
shirt.
at Nerdtastic91686 said, Yellow Family Guy. Hell
Yellow
yeah.
Family Guy.
Friend of the show at Darth Plato. He's responded to us before.
Hell yeah.
He says, money printing machine.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like dunking a shark here. Bad Family.
Yeah, dude. That's like,
Bad Family might be. That's good.
that's the, we're always searching for the Brian Regan joke. Bad family.
Bad Family.
It's a bad family.
And that's also there's bad teacher, there's bad education, there's bad Santa. I like the bad series. Bad Family's funny.
He's at Dr. Funkin. He also said Family Circus.
I like that
Which
too.
is good.
I used to like Family Circus.
Ooh, oh, dude, I was actually texting with him about this earlier. Nick Turner at Nick's Turners, one of my favorite comics. He's so funny. He says, call it And We Were All Yellow. Easy new theme song, too. And, dude,
Oh, that's
he
funny.
then 10 minutes later he texted me and was like, "Hey, did you get my suggestion?"
Wow, friend of the show. Friend of the show.
Fox and Friends at Ted Orphan says Fox and Friends.
I love it.
That's great.
Oh, Darth Plato said the Chronic 1989.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
the
wow, we got
Chronic
some running
1989.
jokes.
I mean, honestly, if we're thinking about it, Sgt. Pepper's was the Chronic of the 60s, and The Simpsons is the Chronic of the 80s.
You're
And if
damn
anybody
right it
ever
is.
argues with me, I'll beat their ass in this Rite Aid. We got another suggestion for the nuclear family, the notorious BRT. Thank you.
Hell yeah. We got, I like Kyle Ayers, some of The Simpsons.
What it is. God. I tried to call him idiot and asshole at the same time just now.
Well,
That's why I said is and then moved on.
we got
Holy shit. This guy had a good one last week too. At Jord_Games, the never ending story.
That's perfect.
That's great.
Damn. So many good ones.
Yeah, dude. Let's each pick 2 more we want to share.
All right. I like,
Jordan Dahl at Razorloo, the butt munchers. Nice, dude. Got him. Jordan's so funny.
the butt munchers. I mean, that's hard to beat. The 3 Z's, it really tops it off.
Totally.
Uh,
Okay, one more from Cyrus Cooper at Cyrus J. Cooper. Barton Homie, Margin Charge, the Uglies. I think these are 3 separate ones, but I like the idea of being
I like the 3. I like a long name.
Bart Homie, Margin Charge, and the Uglies, which is the name of my dick and balls. My dick's name is Bart and Homie, and then my balls are Margin Charge and the Uglies. I got 7 of them.
Charge.
I got 7 balls.
Please rename your genitals Margin Charge, whoever you are, and let us know. Wow,
Dude.
what a great episode. We got some real good names here.
But as far as we're concerned, the Simpsons are now called Extremely Fat and Incredibly Straight. Dude, on my show with Hampton, we did a lot of extremely loud and incredibly close jokes, and they never get old.
They don't.
It's the funniest name ever.
It's so funny. It's
Why?
so much.
It's like relax.
Yeah.
On naming your. Well, I mean, you know, that's what happens when you make a movie about 9/11 and your dad dying, I guess. But damn,
Right, but even Schindler's List doesn't go for a title like that.
totally,
Yeah.
totally. If like, imagine if Schindler's List was called Sad Jews. I think that's it for our episode.
Oh, man. We went out on a banger there. I don't know if I want to tell you all to Photoshop that or not, but
I think so. It's up to you. You just have to be Jewish to do it. With the caveat that if you're
man.
Jewish, you can do that.
Yeah. Shout out to our Jewish listeners. Thanks for sticking with us.
Thanks for all your suggestions
We
in the
love you.
Twitter. I'm at David the Ross. He's at Dumb Caleb. Thanks for emailing us. If you have any suggestions in any way, what the hell is it called at gmail.com. And man, we love you. This is so fun.
We do love you.
And episodes out every Monday.
Hell yeah.
For all the info and shit, what the hell is no, wait. What's it called? Rodeo. That's
What's it called? Our rodeo.
Yeah.
Bookmark it. Flag
Do
it.
it.
Send it to a friend.
Put it in your fucking bookmarks.
Put it in your bookmarks. Print it off and hang it up.
Print it. Print it out. Print out.
Print webpage.
Make a
laminate
transcript
it.
of this episode. Print it out. Try to get it published.
Please do that.
Email Penguin. And you can say you wrote it.
Hell yeah. Please do. Do all the we're always serious about our suggestions.
Except the torturing Steph Tolev and Eli Olsberg
Don't do
ones.
that.
We
We're
love
so
them.
sorry we did that.
So sorry.
But tweet at Dave a picture of.
We got to get the Karn stuff going again. Richard
Yeah,
Karn is our unofficial logo.
That's right.
So Karn us, dude.
Karn us.
Yeah, dude.
Tweet at us if you can find a picture of Richard Karn in a role that isn't Al.
Oh, that's great. I would love to know about the deeper cuts of Richard
Deep cut
Karn's
Richard Karn.
career.
Tweet at us pictures of deep cut Richard Karn. Even
Yeah.
maybe some candids, maybe a high school portrait.
Did he ever play a cop? That's what I want to know. Karn cop.
He should have.
And if he didn't, we need to write a movie called Carn Cop.
Yeah, I'm already started.
Kinder Richard Carner Cop.
Into Richard Garner Cop. Boy, just when you thought we couldn't top Sad Jews, we go for the goal.
Sad Jews.
Hey,
Okay.
good
Bye.
episode. We love you.
We love you.
Good night.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? Oh, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called? What's it called?
Phone comedy. HoldThePhone.tv. Yeah.